Yeah, absolutely. I think for me, grew up playing sports as a kid. I always joke with our clients, and PJ's heard this thousands of times, so he still has to pretend that it's funny, but just a little bit less athletic than the guys that we serve. And so for me, it was more playing, club intramurals, all that good stuff in college at NC State. Knew that putting the ball through the hoop was not going to get me paid over here. And so kind of hunkered down on the education, was fortunate enough to get out of NC State in 3 years and then get a full ride to Wake Forest for law school. Did the whole corporate law gig there and just wasn't me. I really liked the firm that I was at during some of the summers, but it just wasn't for me to put my head down and read and write all day. I love human interaction and I love being with the guys, right? That same feeling that everyone loves being a part of a team, I really missed. And so an opportunity to transition out and kind of be what I would call a quasi GM and assistant coach of this top level prep school outside of Charlotte, North Carolina. We helped bring Mikey Williams to the program and several other D1 athletes like Trey Green, who's now at St. Louis, and AJ Allensback, who's at Army, and Riley Allensback. These guys have been kind of playing all over. He's at Mason now, and um, really enjoyed that. Kind of did everything from just help with some of the business side, and we had shoot 5, 6 games on ESPN, and Adidas sponsorship, and a mini series on Overtime Sports where I probably looked like I was a high schooler still and blended right in with the team. Um, kind of kind of surreal too. One of the first teams we played when I was at that school was Minnehaha, which was Chet Holmgren's team, and you know, shoot, 2 nights ago I was watching that man lift the trophy, and so kind of a full circle moment. Really enjoyed that side of things, but always felt like I wanted to represent people and not places, so to speak. And so, with a lot of things in life, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and timing's everything. And NIL became live and legal that summer in 2021, and hung a shingle. Had talked to some other agents and agencies about coming on and being head of NIL, which no one even knew what the heck that meant, if we're being honest. And I was like, hey, screw it. I'm young. I want to try to do this thing myself and build it out the way that I see fit, kind of from more of a attorney and coach standpoint, a little bit old school. And shoot, now we represent over 80 athletes, predominantly in college football.